Sharks head coach John Plumtree has issued a stark warning about the future of South Africa's rugby stars, voicing concerns over the relentless schedule that is pushing the country's top players to their limits. With South Africa straddling both northern and southern hemisphere competitions, the toll on the Springboks is becoming increasingly apparent. South African rugby finds itself in a unique but grueling position. Domestically, franchises compete in the European-based United Rugby Championship, while internationally, the Springboks remain in the Southern Hemisphere's Rugby Championship. This dual alignment has effectively turned the calendar into a year-round battle for South Africa's elite players. While stars like Cheslin Kolbe, Damien de Allende, Pieter-Steph du Toit, and Malcolm Marx, playing in Japan, benefit from a less demanding schedule, those grinding through the URC season face no such relief. Plumtree is particularly worried about the long-term impact on his players as the Springboks aim for an unprecedented third consecutive Rugby World Cup win in 2027. Unless these guys are managed properly, you might not see it straight away, but there will be an accumulation over time, Plumtree cautioned. With the World Cup coming up in 3 years, there's a danger of some of our older athletes not being able to make it. He added that South Africa's depth is a strength, but the current approach to player management needs to evolve. The Japan season isn't as hectic as ours, and that's a bit of a saving grace for the Springboks. But those who play in South Africa need to be managed well, not just with rest, but with a proper pre-season to get their bodies right. Plumtree's comments come amid an injury crisis at the Sharks, adding urgency to his plea for change, despite hopes that Test stars like Lucanio, Eben, and Bongi will return soon. The team suffered more setbacks in their recent URC defeat to the Stormers. It was not a great day at the office on the injury front, Plumtree admitted. Emile has problems with his knees. He's a good player, but injuries keep plaguing him. Jorenzo was cramping. Andre and Fassi also left the field with injuries. The coach described the situation as very stressful, noting that many of the injuries are long-term, lasting 6 to 8 weeks or more. Plumtree insists that managing players' workloads is crucial to preserving their longevity and ensuring they remain fit for international competitions. It's not something a coach should get into trouble for talking about, he said. It's about protecting the players and the game itself. South Africa's unique position offers depth and talent, but is the current approach sustainable? Without intervention, the risk of burnout or injury could derail the Springboks' ambitions in the years ahead. Should South African rugby rethink its approach to managing player workloads, or is the intense schedule a necessary trade-off for competing on multiple fronts? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Green and Gold Army News for more updates on South African rugby.